Right, so we've got Fentry Gully, 6-1-37. Huge start against Coldstream, 1 straight 6. And we go back up to Premier Division as well. Interesting clash between the 3rd and 4th places here. Baldwin 5-3-33 to Doncaster East 4-2-26. Blackburn are looking a little vulnerable. They're at 1-2-8 against Berwick, 1-5-11. And of course at quarter time it is North Ringwood versus Doncaster, 1-3-9 apiece. And
just quickly, Paul, some stats if you've got that sort of stood out in that first quarter for you.
Yeah, so the tackles really stood out for me in the first quarter. 15 tackles to 10 in favour of Noble Park. Clearances 7-5 in favour of Noble Park. The inside 50s were fairly close, 14-13, but Noble Park just had more shots. They had 9 scoring shots from 14 inside 50s to Rowville just 3 from 13, and intercept marks, Noble Park 3-1.
So we're going to go to the other Banderota Besto. Blake Tennant was over at the Noble Park huddle.
Yeah, g'day guys. Yeah, just got down with Noble Park's coach. He was really happy with the forward pressure. I think you really touched on about that one, Paul, with the tackles. They've been really good with that. But another thing as well that I've noticed is they want to expect that they're going to lose a contest, but they just want to draw the numbers back. And they're also looking for Rowville, how they use the ball. They're having a sweeper, always looking for that kick. So they're going to try to stop that and put more goals on the scoreboard.
Well, it's a chaotic start to this second quarter, thank you, Blake, where there was a scrappy contest that cleared out to centre wing. Kyle Martin lost his footing, Jackson Sketcher made an error, and then randomly the Rowville midfielder just booted the ball out of bounds on the foot towards the canteen, Rayo. Yeah. He didn't even go the wrong way, he just went sideways.
I don't know what Lockie McDonald was thinking.
Don't know what's happening. So again, the scrap continues because Glenn brought the ball in towards Stern, who dropped a low chiselling one, and then Stapleton just bombed it high down the line, and everyone could just sort of reset as Mitchell Woolger takes the intercept mark at right half back for Noble. And now there's a 25. This has been the most chaotic 45 seconds of Premier Division football all year.
Yeah.
So Woolger short, out wide to Sketcher. Even that one just made the distance. He goes short to Martin. They're all over them here, Noble Park, at the moment. Rowville just look like they're still waking up a little bit. So Kyle Martin plays on, runs past McDonald and pumps it inside forward 50. Beach has got the front spot, but McDonald, Derby Burton took the intercept mark and then switches dangerously. The ball up in the air. Byers got a fist on it. And then Noble Park, Rowville are just making errors at the moment. It's going to trickle through to McDonald. If he's got Sketcher on the outside, gives it to him. Sketcher snaps across the body. And then down there on the last line of defence, taking a strong mark is Mitchell Schrook. And Rowville can breathe and bring it out to the broadcast position. Big fly across from Beach, wasn't really looking. The Falcon from Seedsman worked out okay. Got it to Zijai. And then Lachlan McDonald fell over despite not being involved in the play. And then Ali Zijai turned it over, and now there's going to be a free kick going the way of Noble Park. So there's 25 against Tyrese Liu. I'm sorry, Besto, I'm trying to describe the action to the fans, but there's so much happening, I can't concentrate on just one thing. So I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a free kick going the way of Noble Park, and there's been a 25. So they'll have it about 65 from goal, and it's in the hands of Lachlan Quaife.
Take a breath, Matty, you deserve it. Free kick for Noble Park. They go inside 50, trying to find a target. Up they fly. Ball on the ground, but the danger's not over yet. Little handball out there from Stainthorpe. They're still in a bit of trouble. Stainthorpe tries to get a second go. Pushed off the ball, McDonald. Ball comes back inside, but they'll mark it safely in the goal square. It's Shrook. Nice and secure. Gets it out to about half back, but it's going to come back. Marked there by Glenn. Glenn decides to go inboard to Martin. Martin goes short, but it's well cut off there by McDonald. Ball on the ground. Socket off the ground there. Sketcher goes and looking for it, but he's beaten there by a teammate. Now it's out to Sketcher, and in fact, he's made a bit of a hash of that, and it's gone out of bounds in the right forward pocket. So frenetic start to this
yeah, I know. I was about to say this. I know it's the way Rowville play, Ray, but surely at some point someone's just going to take a mark and just stop.
Well, not only that, they're running past the ball, they're fumbling it, they're dropping their marks. There's not much else they can do wrong.
So Byers got the hit out down. Horton Milne kicked the opening goal of the game. Chris Horton Milne in similar circumstances. But this one's out of bounds on the full. So let's see if Cooper McDonald, a young Dermot Burton, can just calm things down here for Rowville, who trail by 26 points 3 minutes into this second quarter.
I actually reckon Noble Park are actually beating Rowville at their own game here, Ray.
They are, Brash. They certainly are.
So McDonald went down the line. Byers came across, affected the spoil. Fairbank hooked it inside forward 50. Schrook gathered it, took his time. And the umpire said holding the ball. And Joshua Stern will get the free kick about 45 from home.
That was a really good tackle there.
Brash, I just wondered, I don't blame the
Stern
guy.
goes short. He's got Marston all on his own. He takes the mark. 25 metres out, 45 to ground.
I was going to say, I don't blame the guy who picked the ball up and was tackled. But is there any talk out there? To me, there's no talk. They're all playing as individuals.
Yeah, they look overawed at the moment, Rowville. Noble
They
Park
do.
have come out to play off the back of a pretty disappointing effort against Baldwin last week. So it's Benjamin Marston. There's 3 of them out there, Besto, so you always have to double check, sorry, the first name. He's already kicked one today. Jordan has one as well.
There's actually 3 of them.
That's what I said. Anthony's the only one who hasn't kicked a goal yet today, Brash, so he'll be feeling left out. So Ben Marston comes in. It's across the face off the boot. It might not even get the distance, and it's a strong mark taken by Byers. All's well that ends well. It's all coming up Noble Park at the moment. And Kieran Byers, the big man, he wore a glove against Baldwin last time we were here, so disappointing.
He had a good game, Byers, so far.
Did.
He's working really hard around the ground, Ben.
I guess he came in pretty confident, knowing he didn't have to go against Shoalmakers, so he's gone the check side. And it was always narrow from the big fella, one behind. But yeah, he's come into this game, Kieran Byers, I think with a bit of confidence, knowing he doesn't have to go up against Shoalmakers as we go to Paul Uconi in the Stats Centre.
Well, they've started off hot early in this second quarter, Noble Park. Already 5 inside 50s to zip in favour of Noble Park, and a record number of intercept marks in this second quarter, 3 apiece.
Zijai goes down the line. Byers, that man we were speaking about, couldn't quite take it. It's on the ground. Will it come out? It does, and it's hurried forward off the boot. Oh, great, fantastic grab, but it's Shrook who got him there.
Well, he's keeping them afloat here at the moment, isn't he, Ray?
He is, yes.
Yeah, he's playing a one-man band in defence at the moment and needs a bit of help, though. Is the dusty old kick across field. It might still work out. Awkward bounce on the far side of the ground. They get it forward, but they've turned it over. Now Jordan Marston gets it off. I think it's Jordan Marston, sorry, as the ball goes inside. Now here they come forward again, Noble Park. Little chiselling kick to the edge of the 50-metre line. It's been spoiled away, though, towards the far side of the ground. Chasing it over there is Noble, but they just ball on the ground. Trying to pick it up was Davey. It's a little bit messy, this period of play. Now they get it inside 50, Noble Park, but that's not a great kick. Easily cut off there by Young. Gets a quick handball off. Now it's in the hands of Clark. Clark goes inboard. It goes over the top of the head of McDonald and Stapleton. And they've got a bit of a chance here. Zijai out on this wing. He's got plenty of toe, but he had to stop, wait for the ball to bounce. Now he puts it on the boot, goes into the pocket, and it's well spoiled. Good work there by Glenn coming across, and the ball out of bounds.
Go to Jared Beelan in the score centre.
All Div 4 scores here. Forest Hill 2 straight 12 to Surrey Park 3-5-23. Churnside Park 1 straight 6 to Sylvan 6-6-42. And Kilsyth 3-4-22 to Nunawading 1-1-7.
So no one got a hit on it for the ruckman. Cole Martin gathered the loose ball, gave it to Glenn, and he just sort of sauntered through the middle of the ground and ran too far. And he went to bounce it, and then it was just the little cut-off from Trainer that made him take a couple of extra steps and might have saved a goal there for Noble Park. So Brolick, short ball to Clark. But look how well Noble have set up behind the ball. It's a sea of blue and yellow. That kick, though, into the pocket is a delightful one. Onto the chest of Lachlan McDonald, I believe.
They need to score off.
Forward.
They've got to score off this opportunity because they've been very few and far between for them so far in this match.
Well, that's probably the first time, Ray, that they've actually taken a breath with the footy. Brolick just sort of slowed things down, and they've ended up finding an option.
And Joshua Clark, he's been their best player up to this date. He's had a bit of the ball.
So Lachlan McDonald had a fantastic year this year. We're probably in the team of the year running from just inside the arc here at Noble Park. It's a toe pokey sort of kick off the boot, but it's gone straight through the middle. If his celebrations are anything to go by. So the Hawks get their second, a much needed one. And despite the onslaught from Noble early in this quarter, it's Rowville who opened the scoring. They're 2-2-14. The Bulls 5-5-35 have gone 7.5 minutes in the second quarter, and to get more scores, we'll head over to Jared Beanland.
The important one of the Bear Cave today, the Basin are up 5-3-33 to Templestowe 2-3-15. And just a reminder of the game last night at Jubilee Park, Ringwood won that 19-11, 125 to Knox 139.
Yeah, it's tough night at the office for Knox. So Rove will get one back early in this second quarter. That's what the doctor ordered. As we go boundary side.
Yeah, just found out a matchup that's really happening at the moment. It's building. It's between Lockie McDonald and Jackson Sketcher. They'll be looking likely to be on each other. I don't know if you've seen it, but they just come off at the same time. So expect them to go lock lines against each other.
Thank you, Blakey. Well spotted. As the ball goes into the clinches, wrapped up there is Brolick. And Blythe says we'll ball it up. So 21-point margin. Rove just hanging around. That goal certainly keeping them in touching distance as Beach gets the head out into the tight stuff on the ground, and the umpire says we'll ball it up. And Zijai it is, and comes to his feet. Good tackle by Jordan Marston. It's a good job the Marston brothers aren't triplets, and then we'd have all sorts of problems, identical triplets. So the ball goes down. It's a handball inside from Lockman. They're looking okay, Rowville, but they just look a little bit panicky at times as the ball has been turned over, but they'll have time to go back. Is that Frawley, I think, who Wood it is. Goes back, kicking, trying to get his hands on it over there. McDonald, now they go inside, and Noble have got it. That's a big, strong tackle coming in there from Davey.
Yeah, rode him into the ground, Matty, unfortunately.
So free kick going the way of Noble Park. Quaife chips it across the half-back line, finds Morrison.
It's the first time we've called him today.
Yeah. He's been a bit quiet. Now he
goes...
goes...
Probably a good thing for Noble Park fans.
Yeah.
So right across the other side of the ground, and they're just playing from one side of the ground to the other at the moment.
Well, this is what Rowville needed to do, though, Ray. They've actually slowed Noble Park down.
Yep. And so mark taken by Horton Milne. Horton Milne finds a target. They've really put the screws on, or the clamps on them, should I say, Rowville here. They just got nowhere to go, Noble Park. Struggling to get the ball forward. Finally, they decide just to go long, almost in desperation. Getting up there nice and high with Stainthorpe. Ball falls to the ground. Quick hands, but they've got it, Noble Park, and they can come away and get something out towards this wing. In they go, and that's a mark taken there. It's one of the Marsons. It is a Benjamin who comes forward and takes the mark. So just when they looked like they were struggling to get the ball forward, suddenly they burst out, and Benjamin Marston takes a good strong mark on the lead.
And the reason why they're having a shot for goal was a drop mark by big Tom Lockman over there on the outer side of the wing, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, mistakes. Little mistakes like that can cost you. So Benjamin Marston, he's kicked one today.
One of the Marston women can tell their blokes apart, Brett.
Men or women, Brash, don't put them in there.
So it's Ben Marston. As I said, lucky they're not identical triplets. Benjamin Marston. And probably back him in from here. He's a good kick, and he's put it through.
That hurts.
Big roar from the crowd, and that does hurt. So the margin out now to 27 points. So every time Rowville get one and start to think they might be coming back into the game, they concede one. 6-5-41. Plays 2-2-14 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and we've already had 10 minutes. It's been a quick second quarter.
We're going to go to the score centre with Jared Bainland.
So it's good news, bad news for Fair Park fans. The bad news for them is they're down to Warrandyte 8-5-53 to 2-3-15, but their champions in the duel against Scoresby are up 6. That's Whitehorse up 6-2-38 to Scoresby at 3-6-24.
And just give us a bit of context there in case someone's just tuned in randomly, Jared, to hear you call Fair Park's champions Whitehorse.
So Whitehorse need to beat Scoresby if Fair Park are to stay up and stay in the fight in the relegation race in Division 3.
Thank you, Jared. Well explained. As a handball chain comes to Chris Morton in the centre circles for Noble. Kick out in front of Fairbank. He's got Hall for company and Ryan Hall one out. But then Fairbank just pressured him, and then Goikoa, Jacob, came to help him out, and we'll get a ball up on the half-forward flank for the Bulls.
The way this game is going, I reckon Noble Park are around 2 goals about making it really difficult for Rowville.
It's a similar game to the Baldwin game, Brash, where it's not really, it's everywhere except on the scoreboard where it feels even. And Noble Park can kill this game before half-time. As Wood extracted the ball, got it to Stapleton, but he's been pinged for holding the ball. Wood must have been incorrect disposal because he definitely got rid of it before prior. Lambert pokes it inside 450, looking for Marson. McDonald came across the front. Stainthorpe under pressure from his own teammate. Handball, turn it over straight to Jack Francis. Kick across the face. Zijai sort of was in 2 minds, and then a good tackle from Jai Colclough. Pressures Shane Allen over the boundary line for boundary throw-in. Ali Zijai, of course, came across from Noble Park, so there's a bit of feeling in this one for him. But, yeah, just in 2 minds at the last second there. It's thrown in. Marston will go up unattended. Slapped down straight to Lockie McDonald, whose clearance got lucky for the Hawks and wobbled it and bounced its way through to the centre square, and there'll be a free kick going the way of the Hawks. Matthew Davey will get the free kick off the ball, which is fortunate for them because Joshua Tura just poked one inside forward 50.
Boundary.
As we go boundary side to Will Faulkner.
A little bit unlucky there, that free kick. That looked pretty legitimate down from the boundary.
Tell you what, his father makes one of the finest burgers I've ever had, Matty Davey.
So Davey, short ball to Clark, who's been one of the Hawks' best players, the ex-Eastern Rangers skipper. Goes wide to Lachlan McDonald, kick their second goal. He'll pump it inside forward 50. He's looking for Tyrese Liu. Morrison had the front spot, but Liu ended up with the footy on the second grab. Colclough around this footy, buzzing around the number 70 for Rowville, and he's caused a stoppage inside forward 50. Let's see if they can get a goal from this one. We've gone 13.5 minutes in this second quarter.
They really are bullying Rowville off the ball, Noble Park.
Just stronger, aren't they? Just more experienced. As Clark came through, and he's just booted that ball out of bounds on the full. So he got the clearance, but cleared it right out of bounds, and Noel Park will get a reprieve. We'll go to the stats centre first with Paul Uconi, and then we'll jump down to Blakey Tennant on the boundary.
Well, I was speaking about the inside 50 battle in the first quarter, how it was all even. Nowhere near it in the second quarter. It is all Noble Park, 9 inside 50s to 3.
Down to the boundary with Blake.
Yeah, guys, just touched on before about Sketcher and McDonald. They're currently on each other right now, so the two heavyweights of the comp going at it, so it's good to see.
Always nice when you get a clash like that, as the ball is knocked out of bounds, so we're just waiting for the umpire to throw it back in. So we've had 14 minutes in this second term. It's a 27-point margin. Rowville could do with the next 2, you would think, as the ball goes up. Byers got to the front spot, took it out of the ruck. Now it's out wide. Well, they've smothered the handball. Still there, though. Rowville certainly fighting. They're in there hard on the grounds, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
And
it was there.
It's a free kick. So I always think it's unlucky when a player's on the ground getting done for a high tackle. But you're right, it was there, but it's a bit hard to know what else to do when there's a guy lying on the ground. You try to go low, but ZJ will go back. Just the mandatory Matthew Lloyd throwing of the grasser.
Left footer here, Brash, so it's not the right side for him, but he is a brilliant ball user.
Yeah, it's certainly not that angle of the dangle here today for it, is it?
So here he comes. What's he going to do? Drop punt on its way.
Decent kick.
Guy's got it, I think. That is a fantastic goal, and that's right up there for the Tobin brothers' goal of the day. I wouldn't have given him much hope, to be honest, from that angle, but that is a fantastic goal as we go boundary side with Blake Tennant.
Yeah, that goal there, he just went to the crowd, straight to Noble Park, and gave him the little bird. So the little rude figure got in there. So
he's still going. He's giving it to you, Blakey. What have you said to him? He's giving it to you. Are you standing wrong place at the wrong time, Blake? Because he's just flipped you the bird.
Never seen this on the boundary in my life.
You don't come to the boundary, do you, Blake?
We might need security down there for Blake in a minute.
Well, and actually, that looked a lot like Blake Tennant's celebration he sent me earlier today. But an important goal for the Hawks. It's back to 21 points. Hit out, though, straight to Horton Milne. Noble Park are bullying them in the middle of the ground. Handball to McDonald, back to Horton Milne. Low ball to the top of the square. Will it float onto the chest of a Bulls player? Marston picked it up on the ground. Shimmied, handball to himself. Kick was smothered brilliantly by Eichhoff. And then Young got a handball away. Trainer to Frawley, chipping ball down the line, looking for Davey, but it's spoiled by Joshua Tua, who knocked over the line. We'll have a boundary thrown on the far side of the ground as we go down to Will Faulkner.
A few rumours floating around that may have actually been flipping off the bird towards my RMs and jeans, just on the sidelines. Yeah,
he would have wanted to know what they were.
You fashion plate, will you?
As it's thrown in, Liu won the hit out down, but Horton Milne got another clearance inside forward 50 for the Bulls. Here comes Stern. Already kicked goal of the day earlier. Might have got a push in the back. Umpire said nothing doing. Sketcher pushed off one Rowville player and then drilled the ball back to his partner in crime, Kyle Martin. And he marks 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle. And this won't be any issue for the great Kyle Martin.
Ray, I can't help but feel that if Rowville cannot stop the influence of Martin, Horton Milne, and Sketcher, I think they're in trouble for the rest of the afternoon.
Well, they're the key
I know, but
players.
they're getting their hands on the ball too much.
Yeah,
so Martin will come in, 45-degree angle, 35 metres out, kicked plenty of these in his time. He's pushed that across the face. And it's through for one behind, 6-6-42 the Bulls. Rowville 3-2-20. We've got an update. Lee Kimpton-wise, he's on 96 goals, so he's got 2 at the moment as we go to Jared Beanland in the score centre.
Well, just on that match, Sylvan are 11-7-73. Churnside Park still just the one straight 6.
Right, they're handballing it to him in the square now. He's getting there today.
He'll do it.
Getting some Joe the Goose as a
He'll be getting jealous there, Kimpton.
So
11 goals.
Stainthorpe puts it forward. Mark nicely taken there. That's McDonald.
He's done well, that kid.
The Dermot Brereton look-alike as the ball has been given out. It's poor kick, and Marston got to the front spot, knocked it down, and they're off here with ball. Ball goes short. Nice kick finds Allen. Every time they look lightly Rover, they just do the wrong thing at the wrong time, and the marker's taken, waltzing into the inside 50 there is Kyle Martin, and he will go back and line up from probably about 40 metres, maybe just a little bit more.
This one's dead in front, though, Besto, so he shouldn't have any problems.
Rowville's had one clear winner. I think Eichhoff is taking the points against Shane Allen at the moment.
So, Kyle Martin Off the back of another Rowville turnover with an opportunity to extend Noble Park's lead. You'd think he would get the distance. It'll just be a question of accuracy, and he's got it. Beautiful kick from Kyle Martin, arguably the best player in the competition. He has been for a number of years, and he puts it through for his first of the day, and the margin is extended. It's out to 48 playing 20, 7-6, 48 to 3-2, 20 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and we're nearly 19 minutes gone in the second term.
We'll go to Blake Tennant on the boundary.
Yes, he's back on the ground now, so all clear. So hopefully it's all clear for now.
What were you saying? He'd injured his middle finger.
Oh, maybe.
And that's what he was trying to tell you, Blake. I've hurt my middle finger. We go to Paul Yaconi in the Stats Centre.
Well, these statistics are pretty damning here. The clearances, Noble Park lead that 5-1, and marks inside 50, the same number, both in favour of Noble Park.
We'll give him another clearance, Paul, because Sketcher's got this one out of the middle, straight to centre forward. Marson juggled the mark.
And another mark inside 50.
Yep, we'll pay him that one. He's just inside. And Benny Marcer can go back. He's been a bit of a nuisance up forward for the Bulls. He's kicked 2 goals already this game. Ben Marson. And he can go back now this time from pretty much the same spot Kyle Martin kicked from almost a minute ago to put the margin out to 34 points and keep Noble on top of the live ladder. Comes in very close to the man on the mark. Good connection off the boot. Oh. Straight over the umpire's hat. Did not have to move. Marston's got 3. The Bulls have got 8. They lead 54-20 as we tick into time on in this second quarter. Ray Baird, what can Rowville do to stop this Bulls avalanche?
Well, probably at the moment, nothing. No, look, they just got to try and slow the game down and get the game back on their terms. Even if it just slow it down, short pass, work it out of the half back, out of the back 50, and then just hope they can turn it around. But the way it's going, Noble Park's all over them. Let's go down to Paul in the stats.
I also want to speak about the inside 50s. It's an avalanche. The Noble Park lead that 13-4 in this second quarter.
So a damning stat, that's for sure.
Make that 14-4 there.
14-4 is a beautiful mark is taken over there. That's Francis. Hasn't seen too much of it today, but he's taken that one. 22 goals for the season for Jack Francis. Got a chance to add to that. And it just keeps going from bad to worse for Rowville.
They're just walking it out of the middle, aren't they, Besto? Quick update from Quamby Reserve. North Ringwood 3-4-22, Doncaster 3-6-24.
So we'll just watch this kick, and then we might pop into the score centre and see what is happening around some of the other games. It's got a long run-up. So let's wait and see this kick. This to make it a 30-point margin. Kick on its way, but it looks to be across the face. And it might be out of bounds on the full.
He's missed everything there.
He's missed everything. So free kick to Rowville as we go to the score centre.
So we're talking about the avalanche here. There's another one going on in Premier Division as well. Bullwins 9-7-61 to Doncaster East 5-2-32. And belated quarter-time scores from Domini Reserve 1-5-11 apiece. Park Orchards versus Norwood.
So Rowville looking to work it down the far flank. Marson on the ground. It's been socket off the ground there by Clark. To no one in particular. Picked up over there, a little bit of a shimmy. A kick forward by Noble Park, though. That's been cut off in the hands of Lockman. Lockman goes out wide, trying to find a teammate. Can't do so. A little flick over the top there from Marson of the Benjamin variety. And Noble Park again will come across the half-back line. Now that's Jordan Marson. Too many Marsons in this team for me. Shane Allen, should I say, goes right across. And the mark is taken by Gorkaya.
Gorkoa comes to the far wing. Maverick Taylor has to make a contest, does well, and then McDonald got the crumbs. Handball off, eventually ends up in the hands of Eichhoff. His handball to Clark in the middle might work out. They're under pressure, but Stapleton does well. Got it to Arundel. He's got a man free on the flank. He finds him out there. That could be Matty Davey. It's not. It's Nashwood. He runs in. He keeps it low, and he kicks Rowville's 4th. So it wasn't pretty, but the Hawks made it work. Cheers. And they cut the margin back to 28 points. It's 8-6-54 the Bulls. Rowville 4-26.
A little bit better than by Rowville, although, as you said in the call, they were certainly under pressure, but they did hit their mark, and that's the main thing.
Well, they kept the ball moving, didn't they?
They did.
They didn't panic too much. Did we go to Jared in the score centre?
So we've got Blackburn just edging themselves in front, 2-4-16 to Berwick, 1-5-11. And we've also got the Basin really putting it to Templestone now, 12-4-76 to 3-3-21.
How can you pick the Basin?
The Basin.
God.
Rubber Arm Ray will be happy you put them in the 5. Paul,
I put them in the 5 weeks ago.
You did. Paul?
I've got to say, even though Rowville have only had 5 inside 50s, they've kicked 3 goals from it. So at least they're being efficient when they're going into
They have had a much better quarter this quarter in terms of scoring power. They'll get another clearance here. The little kick around the corner from Tyler Edwards was smothered, and Marson, that's Anthony, got the handball to Tua, who got the handball away to Horton Milne, who hooks it around the corner to Shane Allen, and then he'll wheel onto the left. One-on-one down there. Byers should get the mark here. He had all the size on him. Francis tried to toe poke it rather than taking the footy. Stern gathers, busted the McDonald tackle, hooked it around the body. Skinny side. Already got the goal of the day. He was trying to one-up himself. 8-7-55 the Bulls. Rowville 4-2-26. 24 minutes gone in this second quarter.
So enjoying calling the game from the balcony today. We've got a big contingent up to our right, and they were about to go up if that had gone through, but didn't quite manage it. So Rowville to bring the football back into play. Long kick out towards the wing, getting over the back, trying to get his hands on it was Edwards. He's got it too, well done. Little handball down the line to Frawley. Frawley goes down the far side, but he might have kicked it out of bounds. No, it's still in over there.
There he is.
That's brilliantly done. There's a little grubber kick along the ground. It's going to, it's just gone through for a point. That would have been a miracle goal, that one.
That would be the first time today Rowville's taken the ball coast to coast.
Well, it looks like it'd be the first time in a while, the way the Norwood Parker pressured them. Update, Lee Kimpton's on 98 goals. So he's kicked another couple. And then halftime score, South Belgrave 44, lead Baronia 36. And South Croydon 43, lead Vermont 3-1-19. As the mark's taken out there by Jordan Marson for Noble Park. And he hooks it into the corridor. It's a dangerous kick, but it's come off to Jacob Goikoa, and he gets it out wide to Bodie Lambert, the bleached blonde hair. A bit of shame Woden about the haircut. 2 bounces, drives it long. Sitting in the hole is Byers, and he takes the mark. He's got about 3 metres on Jesse Eichhoff there. There was nothing Eichhoff could do about it, and Byers should go back and put this one straight through the middle to push the margin back out over 30 points.
Just too big and strong there.
And that was just coast-to-coast ball movement from the Bulls.
Yeah.
Just more fluency than their Rowville counterparts. Byers comes in, just chips it through the middle, and the Bulls extend their lead to 34 points, apologies, 9-7-61. The Hawks 4-3-27, 25.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. How do they fix it, Brash?
Well, they've got to try and get the ball out of the midfield for starters, Rowville. And the thing is, when Byers goes down forward, it's creating a mismatch that Rowville can't match.
He's looked good, Byers.
And we go to Paul in the stat centre quickly.
Noble Park have been really good finding their options up forward in this second quarter. They have taken 8 marks inside 50 for this quarter. 8 marks inside 50 for Noble Park.
So I think Paul's pretty impressed by that as the ball goes up. Lockman it was, he got the hit out. Ball on the ground, trying to pick it up was Frawley, couldn't do so, and now Noble Park have got it away. A short handball.
Another centre clearance.
Another centre clearance. That'd be a damning stat if we could get that one up in the next couple of minutes. Ball goes down on the ground. Allen it was, he got the snap, and that's gone through, I think. The crowd's gone up. Shade Allen, and it's on, I tell you what. There's people flying everywhere. I'm assuming it's a... No.
And the scoreboards are... Shut itself too, because it's given Noble 6 goals for that one, Besto.
It's all happening out here.
Fortune telling in the score centre.
It's all happening out here.
I think there's a card coming out here.
Yeah, there was a bit of activity after the kick. Shane Allen it was.
Umpire reaching into his sock here. There's going to be a card.
It's a yellow card. Let's see who it is.
I think it's going against Rowville player.
I think it's Kyle Stainthorpe.
Yeah, and Noble are going to get another shot at goal here, I think.
He's not happy either. So... Stainthorpe gets an early halftime break. He's off to the naughty corner.
You're right, Ray. He's not happy about that.
Yeah.
Now, Damien Sully's coming in. Now, I think there could be a free kick. Wait, there's a... So, there's going to be another free kick to Noble Park here.
Now, after all that, did Allen's kick go through?
It did. Allen's kick's a goal. So it's 10-7-67. It's out to 40 points. And now Byers, who was taking the front of that Rowville attack, Besto, can go back, kick his second goal in a minute, and Noble's second goal in a second because the time hasn't started again, and make this margin 46 points. Kieran Byers, the crowd deathly silent. 20 metres out directly in front. Kicked it. It's getting a bit embarrassing now for the Hawks. Noble 11-7-73 after the Allen Byers double. Rowville 4-3-27, 28 minutes gone. I tell you what, Ray, they can fix a lot of things, but giving away a shot of goal like that, that's a coach killer.
It's stupidity. It's not going to get you anywhere, but it comes down to frustration. You know, that's all it is. You can't get frustrated. If you're being outplayed, you're being outplayed, and you've got to concentrate and try and work a way to get back into the game, but that's gone past them now.
Couple more scores, Jared.
So it looks like we've got some scores we can actually trust this time from the Waverley Blues Donvale game. Donvale actually up 8-4-52 to Waverley Blues 7-4-46, and also Scoresby coming back against Whitehorse 5-6-36 to 6-6-42. Close one there.
Thank you, Jared. So not much time to go in the first half. Our first half is the beach tap out is on the ground. Going in there trying to get his hands on it was McDonald. Did well out of the, got the kick away, but the whistle's gone. So here's an opportunity now for Trainer, and that Trainer decides to go out wide. Kick finds its target. A bit slow though from Rowville. Edwards goes down the ground. And that's a good mark, is it?
That's 25.
That's 25 for tunnelling. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
That's not a good one. Is it Alex Frawley, I think, who's...
looked like Frawley.
I think it is. He's going to... It's not going to be a 25, I don't think, but he's paid the mark anyway, or the free kick. Which
it is Alex Frawley. No, he definitely paid the 25.
He did, okay.
No, I think it's 7, number 7.
Yeah, Lockie McDonald.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lockie McDonald.
You got to pay that. That's a definite 25.
Has he got the leg, Ray?
Sorry?
Has he got the leg from here?
He needs to find
yeah,
the leg.
I say a good kick he will. Yeah.
Right him home, Besto.
Okay, Lachlan McDonald. He's taken a decent run up. He's just outside 50 when he makes contact, but he's off target. Certainly had the distance, but just not quite the accuracy. And it goes through for a minor score in the throws of half-time. It's 11-7-73 to 4-4-28 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and just over the 30-minute mark.
And Morrison brings it back into play for the Bulls. Goes out wide to Sketcher. They have absolutely towed them up. It's just out of the middle. It was just a procession for that 10-minute period there. Horton Milne had about 5 carbon copy centre clearances that led to goals as McDonald came across the front of that contest. I don't give up on Rowville though, because the way they do play, with that fast pace, they can get a run on the Hawks.
Look, I think Rowville will get a 10-15 minute patch somewhere in this game that could get them back in the contest.
Yeah, they'll have to eat away at it though. It won't all happen at once as Clark will get a clearance for them. Hooks it inside forward 50. Can they take a mark? They can. Seedsman found his way to the front of the pack with no one on him. He's taken the mark and just turned his back on the goal raiser. He's clearly confident.
He's got to kick this goal though.
That he can make the distance here.
This goal.
He's going to kick from just outside the arc on a 45-degree angle. How big are the arcs here, Besto? Probably 40?
Oh, something like that, yeah.
40, 45?
I'll just get me tape measure it, I'll let you know.
40.
Well, it's just it's always been a bugbear of mine, Ray.
Yeah.
Clubs always claim it's 50.
No.
Yeah, it's probably 42.225.
Yeah, here we go.
Doesn't look 50, that's for sure.
So Seedsman will kick from outside the arc in a similar spot that Ali ZJ gave the crowd a bit before. Noble kick the next 6. Comes in, kept it pretty low, kept it pretty straight.
And
it's through. I don't know why they keep shushing the crowd though, Mark Seedsman. He's kicked the goal, well done, but he's brought the margin back to 35. Or 39, sorry. You don't need to shush the crowd when you're 40 points down. Incredible. Good kick from Mark Seedsman. Interesting decision to shush the crowd. We've gone 31.5 minutes here, and Rove will have 5. They're 5-4-34. The Bulls 11-7-73.
I guarantee you one thing, they wouldn't be doing any shushing if it was a grand final.
It's just, I cannot fathom it. I cannot fathom it. I get the, I would just celebrate with my teammates here. Let's get into halftime with some momentum as we go to Jared quickly in the score centre.
Some lopsided Division 1 scores here. East Ringwood 96 to Upper Gully 3, Moral Lark 34 to Croydon 17. A little closer to that one. Montrose 48 to Bayswater 19.
So back in the middle of the ground.
What's that, 5-18, is
that
Six,
Lockman in the
6,
middle
12.
of the ground there, right? There's a Rowville player down in the middle of the ground.
He's in a bit of trouble too.
That hurt.
Yeah,
if Blake or Will can get out there and just check who it is.
I think it's Lockman.
He was grabbing his left leg.
Yeah.
So
he went in to try and grab the ball. I think you'll see it on the replay. And he was one of the...
I reckon it got stuck.
Cole Martin came up with the ball, but he's in a ton of...
Well, it's half-time though, Besto. Can you give us the goal kickers?
I can indeed, yes. For the Bulls, the multiple goal kickers, Byers has kicked a couple. Marston of the Benjamin varieties kicked 3. Singles to Allen, Stern, and also the other Marston, Jordan, if I missed anyone. And I think Kyle Martin's got one as well.
Kyle Martin's kicked a goal. And then for the Hawks?
For the Hawks, goals to Arundel, 1, Seedsman, Clark, Wood, and Zedry.
Exactly. So at half-time, it's Noah Park 11-7-73, Rowville 5-4-34. It does look like Lockman is down. It's definitely something to do with his lower leg. Probably by the looks of it, the left one that he's keeping straight. We've got Blake Tennant down on the boundary line. He's going to have a quick halftime interview with Kyle Martin. Walk off with him, Blake.
Yeah, g'day, Kyle. You must be really proud about how the boys are going so far.
Yeah, look, we had a poor week last week. We've really focused on this weekend, and we've come out playing good footy, but as we know, it's only a half of footy, and they're a good side.
What was the key, like, coming out? Like, obviously, you wanted to look at how Rowville moved the ball, because they did it really well, but you guys stopped, and you must be really proud about that.
Yeah.